But first up, the big news, the Chandigarh stalking case, wherein the police have now summoned Haryana BJP chief's son, Vikas Barala, and his friend to join the investigation. In fact, the police has asked the stalking accused and his friend, Ashish, to appear for questioning at 11 a.m. today. So it's just a matter of minutes now. And one will just have to wait and see if Vikas Barala actually makes his presence. The duo have been accused of chasing, stalking and harassing Varnika Kundu on a lonely stretch in Chandigarh late in the night. Vikas Barala refused to receive the summons yesterday, which only forced the cops to paste it at his residence. As you can see there, we're showing you the images of that summons that has been pasted outside his residence at house number 74, Sector 7, Chandigarh. Varnika, the daughter of a senior bureaucrat, was chased on Saturday when she was driving from Sector 7 in Chandigarh towards Panchkula.
जहाँ तक हमारे प्रदेश अध्यक्ष के यहाँ नोटिस चस्पाया गया है, उनका खुद बातचीत हुई उनसे, उनकी जानकारी में ये विषय नहीं था क्योंकि घर पे कोई नहीं था। अब उन्होंने कहा कि अगर ऐसा विषय है तो ऑफिशियली हम उसको रिसीव कर लेते हैं और शायद उन्होंने उसको रिसीव भी कर लिया होगा। इसलिए विकास बराला क्या करते हैं क्या नहीं करते ये उनको तय करना है। मैं इतने कमिटमेंट के साथ आपको कह सकता हूँ कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का या उसके किसी कार्यकर्ता का या हमारे प्रदेश अध्यक्ष का, जिसके पुष्टि खुद शिकायतकर्ता परिवार करता है कि वर्णिका कुंडू मामले में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से या सरकार की तरफ से किसी भी तरह का दबाव नहीं पड़ा। खुद वर्णिका कुंडू ने कहा है कि अभी तक की सारी कार्रवाई से हम पूर्णतः संतुष्ट।
चंडीगढ़ पुलिस ने विकास बराला पर कहीं ना कहीं शिकंजा कसना शुरू कर दिया है और देर आए दुरुस्त वाली कहावत यहां पर फिट बैठ रही है। चंडीगढ़ पुलिस ने ये नोटिस आप देख सकते हैं, जो है सुभाष बराला जो हरियाणा बीजेपी के अध्यक्ष हैं, उनकी ये सरकारी कोठी है। इस कोठी के बाहर ये नोटिस चिपका दिया है। इसमें लिखा है कि हियर बाय डायरेक्टेड टू अपीयर इन द ऑफिस ऑफ अंडरसाइंड इन कनेक्शन विद द इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑफ अबव सेड, यानी कि इस केस की तफ्तीश के लिए विकास बराला को थाने में 11 बजे आज बुलाया गया है। वो बात अलग है कि विकास बराला तफ्तीश में शामिल होते हैं या नहीं होते हैं। दूसरी तरफ अगर बात करें आशीष की, आशीष ने सम्मन रिसीव किया है। हमारे साथ कृष्ण कुमार हैं जो कि पीए हैं बराला साहब के, उनके रिश्तेदार में। कृष्ण जी, ये कहा जा रहा है कि ये सम्मन रिसीव नहीं किया किसी ने यहाँ पर।
ऐसा है जी, ये रिसीव हो चुका है। और दूसरी बात आपके लिए, अगर आपने और ज़्यादा कंफर्म करना है तो ये जो नोटिस है, ये मैं बिल्कुल आपके सामने ये क्लियर करता हूँ, ये हमने रिसीव कर लिया है और हम इसका सम्मान कर रहे हैं। कहीं ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है।
अच्छा, दूसरी चीज़ ये बताइए कि क्या विकास फिर इसमें तफ्तीश में शामिल होंगे?
इसकी आगे की जानकारी मैं नहीं, लेकिन मैं एक बात कहता हूँ कि हमने हमेशा कानून का मान किया है, सम्मान किया है और आगे भी करते रहेंगे। और ये हमने रिसीव कर लिया है बाकायदा, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है।
अच्छा, तो ये कहा जा रहा है कि पुलिस ने 11 बजे बुलाया है, तो आपको इतला दे दिया कि 11 बजे पहुंचना है?
वो जब हमने रिसीव कर लिया है जी, तो हमारे को पता है इस बात का।
तो तफ्तीश में शामिल होंगे विकास बराला?
हमने नोटिस रिसीव कर लिया है,
तो इसका मतलब तफ्तीश शामिल होंगे?
क्यों नहीं, जो होंगे बिल्कुल मान सम्मान करेंगे।
कृष्ण जी, आपने तो ये कृष्ण कुमार हैं जिन्होंने ये जो नोटिस यहाँ पर अभी लगा हुआ था और ये जो गर्मजोशी में इन्होंने ये नोटिस यहाँ से जो है हटा लिया है और ये कह रहे हैं कि हमने सम्मन जो है रिसीव कर लिया है और विकास बराला तफ्तीश में शामिल होंगे। कैमरामैन मनोज सांगवान के साथ सत्येंद्र चौहान, चंडीगढ़ आज तक।
Okay, let me go straight across now to India Today's Manjeet Sehgal. Manjeet, good morning. So the assistant of, Subhash Barala refusing to answer that question, evading that question again and again, whether Vikas Barala will make an appearance. He has been summoned by the police over charges of stalking and wrongful restraint. What are the police expecting now?
Well, Avantika, the police has asked the accused and his friend to join the investigations at 11 o'clock, but so far none of these accused have turned up. The police officials had gone to their residence last night to get the summons received from them. After the police officials failed to get the summons received, they pasted the summons on the door of the accused house. But now one of the personal assistants of Subhash Barala is claiming that summons have been received. His father, Vikas Barala's father, Subhash Barala, had already assured the police that he will join the investigation, but we are not expecting him here. There are chances that he may not join the investigation.
But if they don't join the investigations, despite the summons, Manjeet, can the police go ahead and arrest Vikas Barala? Do they have enough evidence against him?
Yes, indeed, Avantika. The evidences are already there. The police is also under pressure to add Section 365 and 511 on the charges leveled by the victim in her statement recorded under CRPC Section 164, and also in her first complaint given to the police. So the evidences are already there.
Okay.
So police may arrest the accused if he is not joining the investigation.
Stay on with me, Manjeet. Just stay on with me. We have some more news about the major laxities and a possible cover-up by the Chandigarh police that has now surfaced. India Today has accessed Vikas Barala's medical report, which claims that blood and urine samples of Vikas Barala and his friend Ashish Kumar were not collected by the police. The police had registered a drunken driving case against the accused. The medical report clearly mentioned that Vikas' breath did smell of alcohol and that his eyes were red. Doctors confirming that Vikas Barala and his friend were drunk at the time that they were found to be driving their SUV. The Chandigarh police seem to have only tried to weaken the case. First, the police dropped the non-bailable charges that Manjeet was referring to, that of 365 and 511. Then, Varnika Kundu's complaint of abduction was completely ignored. The accused Vikas Barala was also entertained in the jail. In fact, he, along with his father and, their party workers, were served with drinks and milkshakes. And that is the kind of VVIP treatment that was given to Vikas Barala and his father Subhash Barala when he was arrested initially.
The accused were taken for a medical examination. The medical examination confirmed the presence of alcohol, and the complaint was taken from the lady complainant. Based on the facts given in the complaint, an FIR was registered in the early morning hours under Section 354D IPC and 185 Motor Vehicle Act.
टाइम तक मेरे पास कॉपी नहीं आई थी, ओरिजिनल कॉपी आ गई है 164 की। 164 की स्टेटमेंट में लड़की में कहीं भी किडनैपिंग का जिक्र नहीं हुआ है। उसमें सिर्फ 341 का जिक्र है, वो हमने ऐड कर दिया है, और फर्दर कोई अगर सेक्शन बनेगा तो हम उसमें लीगल ओपिनियन लेके लगाएंगे उसमें।
Duty doctor did want to take the blood and urine samples, but accused are law graduates. They knew the law very well. Therefore, they refused to give the blood and urine samples. However, such refusal shall be held against them in the investigation and also during the trial. Nothing will take time. I must assure you that everything under the sun will be done to reach the justice. Vikas Barala refused to accept our notice. Therefore, we have pasted the notice on the wall of his residence.
Okay, so that is, the version of the police. The blood and the urine sample not being tested of Vikas Barala once again raises questions of the kind of, action taken by the police against the accused, Vikas Barala and his friend Ashish Kumar. Okay, we're just getting in some breaking news once again related to the Chandigarh stalking case. The BJP claims that Vikas Barala has nothing to do with the party. If you remember, the Chief Minister said that his father, the BJP State Unit Chief Subhash Barala, will not have to resign, saying that it is an individual case. But now it emerges that the bail for Vikas Barala was in fact signed by the BJP spokesperson Krishna Dhul. That's the big news coming in right now. Who signed the bail for Vikas Barala, the accused in the Chandigarh stalking case? Well, it was none other than Krishna Dhul, the BJP spokesperson. India Today's Preeti Chaudhary joins us for more on this. So how does this then become an individual case, Preeti? Because the Chief Minister also said that, Subhash Barala does not need to resign. This has got nothing to do with the father. It's not an individual case.
That's what it is. What's so bizarre in this case, Avantika, that's the big news break that we're getting in right now for our viewers. Because just look at this. overall, repeatedly, everybody's saying there's no pressure on the police. It's an individual case. It's a case of just the son of Subhash Barala. But just let's look at this. Who signed on the dotted line on the bail bond of 50,000 rupees? It was Krishna Dhul, the spokesperson of the BJP unit of Haryana. That's how bizarre things are. And on the other hand, the Chief Minister continues to refusing to take any questions. But one thing now that has been proven very clearly, we keep asking those questions. And how is it? Why is it that the BJP spokesperson put his name down? He's the one who signed the bond of 50,000. So if Vikas Barala jumps bail, who is responsible? The BJP spokesperson is responsible. In turn, who is responsible? The BJP Haryana unit is responsible. Who will pay that 50,000? Will the BJP Haryana unit pay that 50,000? Then how is it an individual case?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Preeti, you know, those are some of those questions that one needs to ask of the Chief Minister and of the party. But also, you know, we hear that summons have already been sent to Vikas Barala. Can you just give us an update? Can the police go ahead and arrest him if at all he does not make an appearance today?
Yes, the police can. If he jumps, because he's been asked to, he's been summoned here. There's also word coming in from our sources that the police might even change the charges. But okay, that's just, in the delve of just conjecture. All right, 1 second, Avantika. There is, ma'am, 1 second. Yeah. All right, there's some movement which is taking place. We can see, I'll ask my camera person to just pan right now. All right, so no, Vikas Barala is not in the car. He is not in the car, but the police, the IO officer who was the one, and that's what I can make out from here. He's the, all right. Yes, so the police responsible, the cops responsible for interrogating him, investigating the case. The investigating officer, the IO officer, has just gone in. 11 o'clock was the deadline for Vikas Barala, and he hasn't quite showed yet. But a lot of questions there. Number one, not an individual case anymore when the BJP spokesperson has signed on the dotted line where the bail bond is concerned. Number two, how is it that the police was okay with Vikas Barala and his friend Ashish not giving blood for the blood alcohol test? Will it stand in court now? Number three, because prima facie the only evidence is that the doctor has put it down on paper saying that they were reeking of alcohol. But there is no evidence to prove that on paper. With what we do know right now, Vikas Barala hasn't showed that he's crossed that 11 o'clock deadline. Will things change from here on for Vikas Barala? True. And importantly there, Avantika, so many questions now for the BJP. So many questions now coming in for the BJP, which they have absolutely no answers for.
And even
we're
questions keep tracking to be asked from the Chief
Minister. The latest coming in, I believe. All right, so yes.
Yes, absolutely. Preeti, I understand there's some activity going on behind you, but that's the big news right now. We'll just play out that breaking news about how the bail bond for Vikas Barala was signed by the BJP spokesperson, Krishna Dhul, and that is the big news coming in there. Therefore, it raises questions on just what is the involvement of the BJP, because all this while the BJP has distanced themselves from this particular case. Preeti, the Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar specifically said that, Subhash Barala ruled out his resignation, saying that the matter is concerning his son. But then if the matter is concerning his son, why is it that the BJP spokesperson is signing his bail bond? The BJP is very much accountable then for, the doings of Vikas Barala and his friend Ashish Kumar.
So many questions there, Avantika. Number one, on the 4th of August on that night, right after Varnika and her father, V.S. Kundu, left this police station, right after that, Subhash Barala came in with over 100 BJP workers. Why so? The top leaders, the top brass of the BJP state unit came alongside him. And now as we find out, and this is our exclusive here, Avantika, now as we found out that on the dotted line for the bail bond wasn't his father who signed, but the BJP spokesperson Krishna Dhul, who's, I spoke to him exactly 20 minutes ago, and he admitted that yes, his name was the one that, he's the one responsible, he's the one who signed. The minute I asked him in what capacity, because he's the spokesperson of the BJP, did he, sign that form for Vikas Barala, he kept the phone down on me. So questions now need to be asked. We're continuously trying to get in a reaction from him right now. Our producers are calling him, but of course Krishna Dhul is not taking our calls. He's the spokesperson who signed that bail bond for Vikas Barala. On the other hand, Avantika, till now, absolutely no answers from the Chief Minister as well. That why is it that over 150, 100 cadre, nearly over 100 BJP workers of the state unit in Haryana and the top BJP leadership came here that night, stayed here through the course of the night. It's quite bizarre because, the charges which were framed earlier had attempt to kidnap and attempt to commit a crime. Why did they change overnight?
Absolutely.
One of the main reasons was that there was so much political pressure, because look at it, over 100 BJP workers along with the state leadership here. No answers from the state government yet. And now word coming out that the bail bond was actually signed by the BJP spokesperson. I just, we just want to put the question out there. What if Vikas Barala jumps bail? He hasn't showed here. He's been someone who's responsible. Is the BJP spokesperson responsible? He's the one who signed on the dotted line of the bail bond. Who takes responsibility? Does the party take responsibility? Does it continue to be an individual case?
Right, Deputy Editor, India Today, Preeti Chaudhary, just getting us that breaking bit of news, how the bail bond was signed by the BJP spokesperson Krishna Dhul for Vikas Barala. Preeti, we leave it at that. I'll keep coming back to you, but Vikas Barala does not seem to be the only Barala brother with a criminal past. It seems that his cousins Kuldeep Barala and Vikram Barala have also been accused of abducting a minor girl, forcing her to change her statement. Not just that, Vikram Barala is also accused of thrashing a youth and also showing him in his car's boot and driving around. Let's take a look at how the Barala reign of fear has been overtaking the state of Haryana.
Kuldeep Barala, you would have first heard of him yesterday, a day after his cousin was accused of stalking, harassing and almost kidnapping Varnika Kundu. Kuldeep got into the act, trying to victim shame the woman for speaking out, questioning her character of course. This is Kuldeep's brother, Vikram Barala. For starters, let's get you familiar with this illustrious family. Subhash Barala, the Haryana BJP chief. His son Vikas Barala, accused of stalking, harassing and attempting to abduct Varnika Kundu. Then come Subhash Barala's nephews, Vikram and Kuldeep. Their exploits include not just attacking women's character, but attacking women as well. That is why these brothers Barala had a date with the Punjab and Haryana High Court on Tuesday. The charge? Abducting a minor girl in May and then forcing her to change her statement in court. India Today has accessed the FIR registered in the case. At the time, the police's hurried action had led to allegations that the BJP leader's political heft had helped scuttle the case. Now, the victim's family hopes the court will help them stand up to the Barala Bhai's might and misdemeanor.
7 मई को शाम को मेरी लड़की पूजा करने गई थी बाबे खाड़े पर। वहाँ से नहीं मिली वो। मेरे को 8 बजे पता लगा मेरी लड़की नहीं आई अभी तक। हमने तलाश किया। काफी रात के 2 बजे विक्की और ये कुलदीप, उसकी मम्मी और उसकी बहू, वो चारों लड़के ने मिलके उधर एक घर है उससे अगवा कराया उनको।
This was a case where a minor was abducted by the accused persons. She was taken away. She was kept in some hidden place. Thereafter, she was recovered after 3 days. She was asked to make statement. Her brother was accompanying her, but police people, they thrown him away. She was kept alone. She was threatened that since the accused person, they belong to a very influential family and ruling party.
3 brats, 3 crimes. If this is not the perfect example of spoilt brats throwing the weight of their famous last name, what is? With Manjeet Negi and Satinder in Chandigarh and Ashutosh in Gohana, Bureau Report, India Today.
We're just receiving some breaking news. The Chandigarh police just might arrest the accused Vikas Barala and his friend Ashish Kumar if Vikas Barala fails to join in the investigation. This is some big news that we're getting in. Manjeet Sehgal, that's the question that, I was asking earlier on, that what will be the police's plan in case he fails to show up for the investigation? Manjeet, can you hear me? Okay, we'll go back to Manjeet Sehgal in just a bit, but that's the big news coming in. Summons that have been sent to Vikas Barala to join in the investigations. Following the CCTV footages that we showed on India Today, that one can clearly establish how Vikas Barala chased Varnika Kundu along the highway. And now we have Manjeet Sehgal back with us. Manjeet, so that's the big question that, I was asking, that what will be the police's plan in case Vikas Barala fails to turn up for the questioning?
Well, Avantika, DGP Vikas Luthra has clearly mentioned that if Vikas Luthra and his friend fails to join the investigation, police can arrest them, as the police has strong evidences against them. Sources are also telling us that the police party, Chandigarh police, along with the Tohana police, can also launch crackdown in Vikas Barala's native place, that is Tohana, to nab him if he fails to join the investigation. Meanwhile, Avantika, protests have already been sparked by this incident. On my right side, we can see Congress workers are protesting against the BJP. They are demanding action against Subhas Barala's son Vikas Barala and demanding his arrest, and also attacking the BJP for its Beti Bachao campaign.
What if they're on the run right now? What if Vikas Barala is, hiding somewhere? What if he has left the country or the state? I mean, haven't the police wasted enough time? Now they're sending him summons for questioning and in further investigations.
Yes, Bandika, it is almost 12 hours when this notice was issued, and police had asked Vikas Barala to join the investigation, but the guard and the personal assistant of Subhas Barala, who was standing outside his home and was found removing the summons, had told that the summons have been received, but has not given any detail about the whereabouts of Vikas Barala. But sources are telling us that he is hiding somewhere to avoid the police action. Avantika.
All right, Manjeet, keep a close watch on the developments. I'll come back to you for now. Thanks so much.